Hey everybody, it's Jase with Marshall-Made Collectibles, and today we have a very special review and unboxing. What we have in front of us today is the SuperMad Toys Joke 52. Now this is actually Joker based on the new 52 that came out by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. And in this version of the Joker, he actually cuts off his face and puts it back on in a very grotesque and horrific manner. Now, even though I was not a huge fan of the 52 storylines that came out, I was very enthralled with the whole Batman premise, because we got the Court of Owls storyline, which is completely brilliant, and then we had the Death in the Family, and that's when we got this version of the Joker. Absolutely love the storyline, and one of the bright lights in that whole revamp of the 52. If you haven't read it, I highly suggest it. Anyway, SuperMad Toys ended up putting out I believe it's like 3 different versions of this figure. They came out with this, which is the standard version. There is a Chase figure in this. We don't know if we got it yet because we haven't opened it, because these come all wrapped up. They're sealed. And I just took the wrapping off before starting this video. And in those Chase figures, instead of him coming in like a blue coveralls, he has purple coveralls and orange gloves instead of like brown gloves, yellowish kind of gloves, and a blue work suit. And then they even came out with a holiday version, which is in the blue coveralls, but the boots have a different motif. They have like little painted details added onto the boots that look like little buttons. And there's a couple extra weapons and what have you. Not really a lot to distinguish it between the regular version. So in the long run, if you end up getting the Chase version, you'll be extremely lucky because of the purple suit and the different gloves. And that will actually be the more rare version, because I forget how many they put in per like a case, if one goes in a case, or one every 3 cases or 2 cases or something like that. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. It's the typical fare for SuperMad Toys. It's the plain black box, but it does have a slipcover on it. The slipcover just has a picture of the figure, and that has that really gruesome looking eye looking off to the side, which is amazing because they did a Piers system that Hot Toys is famous for, where the eyes are independently movable, so you can have your Joker figure looking in all kinds of different ways. And when you have a figure that's this menacing, that really does come into play in your posing. Anyway, it has a picture of the figure. It says SuperMad Toys, ha ha ha, Joke 52, 1/6 custom made action figure. Of course, over the black, you have the ha 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 all over the place. As it turns around, we will see the other side. Again, still staying with that ha 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 motif. You got a picture of Joker. This time he's holding a drill. And that's one of the things that's really cool about this figure. He comes with a work belt and a whole host of tools. In fact, here, stop it rolling, you have a picture of the figure and everything he includes. You have the work belt, all these different weapons, and you can see him sitting on the stand. And then he has, basically, besides the glove hands, he has 2 pairs of white ungloved hands, and they're all bloody. And it says blue color works. I guess this is the version we have. Blue color worker suit, and yellow gloved hands. So that's the regular edition. If we would have had the special edition, it would have said purple coveralls and orange hands. And then in this picture, we just have, again, him looking menacing, looking up. And he does have rooted hair, so you can get like that wild kind of crazy look going on him. So that's basically it. Let's go ahead and take that slip cover off. The amazing things about these figures, now I know there's a lot of people who are not going to like these because they're unlicensed, but the price on these is like $110, but they're not expensive. And we have the limited edition. I've already seen the blue coveralls. There is a little piece of paper here. It says SuperMad Special Edition, purple color work suit and hacksaw, and orange glove hands. So we did get the limited Chase figure, so that is pretty damn cool. We have another little piece of paper here, and this explains these wires are glued to the head and should not be brutally pulled out. To remove hair, pull black elastic. Okay. Please do not touch the iron branch of the red circle. Okay. Pull hair accordingly in the direction of the red arrows. Eyeballs can rotate freely. The blue circle area has the magnet used to stick the hair firmly when put back. So it's basically telling you how do you do their peers system. And what is really cool is if you've read that story, Joker has like one good eye and the other eye kind of looks like it has a cataract in it or something going on, and they carried that over. Now we have a stand, and the stand is one of those larger black ones, and it just has ha 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 all over it. That is pretty cool. And it gives us a couple different, you have a waist grabber and a crotch grabber with this. And there you can see the Joker figure in his purple suit. All right. We do have an undershirt for him to put on so you can hide those ugly elbow joints. It's just a white long sleeve, says I hate bat on it. There's blood and it's got a ha 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 on the shoulder there. Very dirty and weathered looking. He is gruesome looking. That head sculpt is awesome. Yeah, we'll mess up that hair. It's too perfect right now. And I'm sure that shirt will help cover up like that neck joint as well. But you got some really nice, let's go ahead and do head to toe. We got some really nice bloody boots. And see right there, there's like a little sculpt, like a little round area. And now in the holiday version, that would have like that button painted motif. You got some red socks. You do have the coveralls, and the coveralls have some nice dirt effects going on. You've got his work belt with like leather all around it. Joe's Garage. The gloves are really nice. And they are a brighter orange than they're appearing here on video. I love that too. His tag, says Joe, and then you can see above the O and the E, there's a K that's been written like in red pen, like a red Sharpie. And then at the very bottom of the E, there is an R. Now I'll do some close-up photos here at the end so you can see all the detail as well. He does kind of have a little cross-eyed thing going on, but that's because the eyes can be adjusted, and we'll fix that. So set Joker back here, and there's still a lot more to go through in this. We move the foam. Let's see if there's anything in all those inserts. Oh, we got a crap load of tools. Since this is the special edition, he does come with a bloody hacksaw. And then we have another saw. All of them have like a slight blood effect on them. We have our extra hands. And this is actually the same box that they used for their $6 million man. Got a nice axe. That handle actually is a piece of wood. Got some nice blood effects on the hatchet there. We have a thing for like a nameplate with no name on it, but we have the neck of the stand. But if you look at the foam inserts, this was for the $6 Million Man. That's where the weights went for the $6 Million Man figure. Well, they're reusing stuff that they have. Okay, so let's move this back. Got that there, this there. Let's take a look at these hands because they have some really nice blood effects on there. And these are like your standard hands. They almost look like coup model hands. Really nice shiny blood effects. You got the painted nail detail. And the blood isn't just like red and sedentary on there. It does have a sheen on it compared to the matte white that the hands are. So it does give a kind of a wet blood look. That is really nice. And then we have a whole host of tools for his tool belt. A lot of tools. Lord. Okay. Let's see what all we've got here. We've got a wrench. We have a drill, and the head of the drill has blood on it. This is a cordless drill. It's even got the little sculpted battery pack on the bottom. We have a little ballpoint pen. We have another wrench, a smaller one, and this one has blood effects on it. We have a hammer, again, with blood effects on it. We have an adjustable wrench, a pipe wrench. This one has some really nice rusting details on there. Pair of needle nose pliers. He's got everything he needs to torture somebody. We have a small adjustable wrench. We have a standard screwdriver, flathead. We have a Phillips screwdriver. We have a pair of wire cutters. We have a tape measure. I cannot read what it says on there. Hang on. We have another pair of like wire cutters. And we have a retractable knife, like a box cutter. So, and again, we have the hacksaw, a hatchet, and the big long blade. So he comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 tools and a ballpoint pen. Plus you have the shirt and the stand as well. So he comes with quite a bit. Let me go ahead and put him together real quick. I'll fuss with his hair. I'll go ahead and put this shirt on too, and we'll start putting in all the stuff into that belt. Now, real quick, I did want to touch note on that. See if the, yeah, it does. It's a leather-like material that the belt is. So it does not feel cheap. It feels nice. So give me a few seconds and I will be right back. Okay, while I'm putting him together, I wanted to show you how amazing this head sculpt actually is. Now, with those eyes, they are nuts. They are gorgeous looking. And the way they've done this is if you turn the head around, you have those little joysticks to control how the eyes go. And brilliantly enough, the way Joker has masked his face on, just like in the comics, the elastic is what the back of the head goes on, and there is a magnet to hold it in place, so you really don't need that, but that strap adds as an extra hold to keep the head together, which is brilliant. But you can just move those joysticks and You can have that eye looking anywhere you want it to, getting all kinds of crazy, grotesque. Have them looking down, have them looking up. It is just really phenomenal. Okay, and I've got Joker all put together, and he is impressive. Again, this figure retails for like, I believe it's like $112. And the amount that you get with him and how well he's done and detailed between the weathering, the paint apps, the sculpt, all the little tools for the accessories, and just for the overall content is nuts. I did some futzing with the hair. In fact, I trimmed it down a little bit because it was a little long in some areas. In fact, it still needs to be a little closer to his head to match the way he was in the comic books. And I'll do that later. I can do that with some conditioner. But he is stunning. I really like the fact that they included the white undershirt with him. That is something that they really didn't have to do when you consider the price point. And it's nice that they included it because it hides those elbow joints, or else you would see those. But they thought that through, and the fact it also helps hide the neck joint as well. But what's really nice is they just didn't include a regular white shirt. They have the stuff on it where it has the ha 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 on the back shoulder, and it says "I hate bats" on the front. And then it has all the weathering and blood effects that are all over it. Again, shows that like these third-party companies, they're coming out swinging. They're going the extra mile, and it really makes me wonder sometimes. I know there's all of us that have collected Hot Toys or 3-0 or Blitzway, even like Sideshow Toys, and they all command like $230 to $250 for a base figure. And like that latest Batman that came out, that was $225 or whatever, and you had the figure, 2 hands and 2 batarangs, and that was it. And you have these third parties. Now granted, they're not paying for the license, but it shows you what people can do. And I know there's a lot of people that will never own this because it is a third party figure, and it's a shame because it's a gorgeous piece. I will gladly have them in my DTOF with my Batman figure. I think they will look amazing together. If you're in the market or you're a comic book fan, this really is kind of like a must get. It would look great on the shelf even if it was a standalone piece. I really like that pearl system that it has with the eye movement. It works extremely well, and it's really well done. The paint apps are tight. The sculpt is amazing. I can't recommend it enough. It is an awesome piece. Anyway, if you hang back, I will have some more HD photos of him so you can get a closer look at him. He is stunning. Again, just absolutely stunning. And I even love the display base that they included with him. I think is really cool. So I really appreciate you watching. If you're new to our channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so you can see every time we put out something new. We're trying to put out new content every week. So it means a lot to us that you're here, and it means a lot to us if you subscribe because it really helps our channel out. And I thank you for watching. And again, this is Jase for Marshall Made Collectibles. Take care.